Good afternoon. This is Dr. Carlson, Honolulu, Hawaii, with the Tooth Bridget Temporary Tooth Replacement Systems. Familiar with this kit? I'm sure you are. And we'd like to show you an alternative method of placing the false tooth or the tooth replacement into an area that you'd like to replace. So I'm going to show you a way of placing a tooth replacement without crafting the wing pontic or the small prefab pontic. In the kit are vials of composite. You would take the composite out of these kits that's extruded from the tip. The plunger is here. The vial of composite is here. The expression of the composite will be here. And what you will do is you will get a mass, if you use two of them correctly, that will look like this. What you can do is you can take this, knead it together like clay, then gently and artistically construct a pontic or a false tooth that's going to go into that space. So that's the ultimate objective. As you put that under the light, it will cure up. It will cure quickly, so you don't want to do that. First you must dry the teeth, clean them very thoroughly, the surfaces, and then place the L-POP glue, which comes in this, and the instructions show you how to use this. So you take this glue and you'd put it there. Then you would take that you've already fashioned, a tooth replacement, and you would place it into that spot. And you could craft it in a certain way. You have to keep it out of the strict sunlight or a very high overhead beam. You can even take an emery file or a fingernail file and craft it that way. And then what you do is you check your bite, making sure that the lower teeth are not interfering with the pontic. And then you take the lead light. This lead light will take about 3 or 4 minutes to harden the materials on the surface. The most critical places to do this are the places where the pontic or the composite meets the natural tooth. If you have crowns, this may work also, but the surfaces must be very clean and very dry. Then after you've dried them, you put on the L-POP glue, and you take the soft composite that you just took out of the vials and kneaded together into the fashion of a tooth, and you will create an alternative method of doing what we call a tooth replacement with a Tooth Bridget system. So as you're curing, you'll want to go from side to side, making sure that there's plenty of light. If you have another type of a lead light in your work kit or something like that, you could also use this. Then you come around to the back side and cure in this fashion in a vertical to the back side of the mouth, making sure that the surface of the tooth replacement is hardening. It will take a while for the entire photocuring of the mass of material, but that will occur over time also. So as you cure, you'd move from side to side. Tooth, this is a support tooth, this is a support tooth, and those teeth are what you will adhere the composite pontic to. And so it takes about 5 minutes, maybe even longer, to get this to a very hard, snug condition. But I'm giving you an example on this model of a tooth replacement. Now that material is hardened on the surface, but I would imagine if I were to press real heavy, it may go in. I don't think so. But now that tooth is stable in the jaw. Once it's fused with the L-POP glue, this is the L-POP glue that must be taken back in here and wiped back and forth onto that tooth so it's stable and it will work for you. And then you have to make sure that your bite is clear so you don't have any disturbances with that. So this is our alternative method rather than crafting the already prefabricated tooth bridget winged pontic in the kit. So there are two alternatives.